What's up, YouTube and Airbnb people? This is your friend Adam Online. You probably saw this video where I talk about I went from being a broke Uber driver to a successful Airbnb host.
Now I have an apartment building.
I'm going to give you guys some tips here, like I promised, on how you can make more money when you have an Airbnb listing. This is going to work really well for people that have a house with multiple rooms, or at least like a couple of rooms in your apartment. This is going to give you some creativity and some leverage with your bookings and your calendar, and it's going to work out better for you, work out better for your customers. We're going to call them guests, work out better for your guests. And most of all, you're going to be able to benefit from just doing a little bit of extra work, just a little bit of extra work. It's going to make it so much easier. Let me explain to you what I do. So when I first started my listings, I basically made each room its own listing. And most of my travelers, my guests, they travel in pairs. So two people, typically. I have one single bedroom here for when I have a solo traveler, and sometimes we're so busy I throw I throw an air mattress on the floor for that listing there, the economy single. But let's say in this apartment building that I have, we have 4 units, and units 2, 3, and 4 each have 2 bedrooms. So like for instance here with this listing, call it number 2. Let's see, we don't want to look at the calendar actually, we want to look at the listing itself. So on this number 2 listing, I have it so people can bring up to 4 travelers because there's 2 queen size beds, and if for some crazy reason they have extra people, we'll get them an air mattress, right? Well, that's great if you're having people that want to pay the price for like up to 4 travelers. Like we're doing anywhere between like $150 a night to $200 a night, still cheaper than the local hotels in the peak season. Now here's where we got creative, and we said, you know what if we break this listing up and we have it as 2 separate listings as well. And you're going to say, oh my gosh, you can't do that. Now your customers are going to overlap and their bookings are going to get all crazy. You're not going to have any control. But here's how we do that. We turn off instant book. So you can see right there on the listing itself, on the booking settings, we go down to calendar, and you want to change availability settings. You want to change it so, or excuse me, up here on booking, you want to say nobody can book this instantly. In other words, they have to send me a request saying, hey, I want your private room by Lake Powell, the one with the memory foam, number 2B, just 2 travelers, maybe just 1 traveler, because that's how we have the settings for that, only maximum of 2 people on the queen size bed. Or they want 2A, and I use like a picture of the lake here just to experiment and see if this one would be more popular because I have this colorful, beautiful photo of the lake. That's still to be determined. But I have a listing for 2, and then all by itself. So that could be 4 people on that listing, or maybe up to 6 if they want to have a couple air mattresses or sleep on the futon. And then I have 2 extra listings for the same apartment. So now, if somebody requests number 2, the whole apartment with 4 guests, great. I get the maximum value for that. But let's say the industry standard, there's just 2 travelers, 2 adults, boyfriend, girlfriend, partners, whatever, couple. They want just room 2A or just room 2B. Well, they send a request. When I get the request, let's say they want it like June 1st and June 2nd. Okay, well, I'm immediately going to jump over to my calendar, and I'm going to go to June for the listing number 2, the full apartment. And when I'm on that listing number 2, I'm going to say, hey, did anyone already book this for June 1st and June 2nd? And I go up here, okay, well, it looks like June 1st is available, and checking out the morning of June 2nd, so that would work. So I can rent out room 2A, and I would go on my calendar, and we've already passed June, so let me just do this. Let's say it's the 29th. I would go in there and block the 29th, so another group cannot book apartment number 2, in my example. They can't book that whole thing for 4 people because room 2A is already booked by the couple that's requesting. So I go in there and block it, and I save it. I'm not going to save it here because I want to keep the night open, but you would block it and then save it. I guess just for the example, we'll do it. So you can see on the calendar there'll be a strike through it. Now no one else can come in and take that day for the whole apartment, but guess what? 2A just got taken, right, by these people in our example, but now the other room, and that's the other room right there, the black and white stripes on the bed, that's still available. So I made at least half my money, or maybe a little bit more than half, for that listing, and the customers know up front now it's going to be a shared apartment, possibly if another person books that room. And if it's busy, you can bet your butt someone is going to book that room. And you can actually charge a little bit more than half of what the full value would be. So if it was 4 people for like $200, I can probably get like 110 for 2 people traveling, because I know the hotels out here are pushing like 160, 170. And I'm a little bit of a distance from the hotels and all the action and all the cool tours and stuff. So I have a little cheaper, but we offer a lot of amenities that hotels don't offer. We have laundry service in our building, and we also have a full kitchen that people can use. So I make sure that's in the photos as well. But this is the primary tip I want you to get. If you have, say, 2 couches in a living room, okay, well, why not turn that into 3 different listings? Somebody could rent the whole living room if they want, so 2 people, 1 on each couch, or you could have 2 separate listings for 1 individual person, and that way you could have it so you're maximizing your income. If just one person wants 1 couch, you go on there and you block the whole entire living room listing, but you keep your 2 separate couch listings open. And then I'm sure a lot of people who have houses and bigger homes, you can subdivide it up. Maybe you have 3 bedrooms, and I got to fill out some of these details. This is kind of new, but anyhow. You think you guys get the idea, you get the point. So that's my little tip for you. Maximize your income from your listings and your bookability. It's a little extra work. You want to have instant book turned off so that people cannot come and instantly book all of those listings. Then you're going to have a conflict. You're going to have to cancel on somebody, and that's not going to be good for your statistics. So try that and see how it works. Leave a comment if you have any additional ideas, and thank you so much for watching.